Hey guys, also welcome to another video of Myers Commando, and this is your Chelsea transfer news regarding the Eden Hazard situation as well as the Thibaut Courtois situation on the first transfer story news. And on the second transfer story news, it does regard Daniel Rugani being close to signing for Chelsea after a deal has been agreed with Juventus for Rugani. A £40 million deal, but that will be in the second part of this video. The first part does regard the futures of Eden Hazard and Thibaut Courtois. Now, with regarding to Eden Hazard, obviously after his comments after the Belgian game, after Belgium defeated England 2-0, there's been a lot of controversy on Twitter, on social media, and there's been a lot of controversy and panic across all of Chelsea fans, across the whole fan base. I'm not going to lie, it did kind of shock me. I did not expect something like this to happen. Now, I did hear rumours before that Chelsea were preparing a 300k a week contract to Chelsea, and that still is the case. However, the comments has rocked the situation a little bit. Now, obviously, after the victory over England, Hazard did come out and say that it might be time to discover something different after 6 wonderful years at Stamford Bridge. He then went on to say, my preferred destination. I can decide if I want to stay or go, but Chelsea will make the final decision if they want to let me go. He then went on to say, we all have dreams. It could be Spain, it could be staying with Chelsea. Those are his comments after the victory over England, and it's very controversial, very ambiguous. You could take it either way. You could take it that, he is flirting with Real Madrid because, he did state here that he's listening to any Real Madrid offers. But at the same time, he did clearly state that it is completely up to Chelsea, and that Mourinho and Chelsea hold the complete power, and he wouldn't mind staying at Chelsea. He did state that, he wants something new. That's completely understandable. He's been here for 6 years. For a footballing player in this modern age of the game, it is quite a long time to be at a club for 6 years. Not many players are able to do it, and it's big up, a lot of respect for Eden Hazard. Now, in my opinion, I still think he'll sign the contract, and I will be giving my reasons towards the later part of this story as to why. But basically, from what I heard, from what my sources have stated to me, is there's many reasons as to why Eden Hazard will stay. Now, the first reason does regard that Chelsea have told Real Madrid that he will not be going unless Real Madrid pay over £250 million, and my source did actually state that. And basically, this is due to Real Madrid inquiring Chelsea about Hazard. This is the first time Real Madrid have actually inquired about Hazard, and they're basically raising his evaluation up the past mark of £245 million, and which in Real have gawked at for now. Chelsea do not want to sell him for less than that, and basically they're trying to stop Real Madrid from buying the player this season. Now, Chelsea do want to tie him up to a brand new deal, which is completely understandable. They're trying to scare Real Madrid away as much as possible that you don't want Eden Hazard going. He's one of the players at the club that are actually not sellable. But that's number one reason. Chelsea do hold the power. Eden Hazard did say that in the comment section or in his interview. But also, it is due to the fact that Chelsea are offering a ridiculous amount for Eden Hazard. They believe that if Neymar goes for a lot of money, Eden Hazard does also go for a lot of money, which is completely understandable. That's the first reason as to why I think Eden Hazard will stay. Number two, he does love the club. He's been here for a while. He does care about the badge. That's the second reason as to why I think he'll stay. And number three does regard the commercial marketing. Now, obviously, Neymar is more marketable. Reason being, obviously, Neymar is more well known. He scores more goals and assists. However, Hazard adds more to the game. Worldwidely, people know Neymar more than Eden Hazard. And also, if he did go to Real Madrid, they would basically sell more shirts, so it's more commercially marketable. They'll make more profit. A bit like the Ronaldo situation when he went from United to Real Madrid. So it's a bit of a similar situation. So, money-wise, financially, it makes more sense going for Neymar over Hazard, but it doesn't mean that Hazard is, not commercially marketable. He's also commercially marketable. However, Neymar is a bit more, marketable. It will sell more shirts, and it's completely understandable. And that's the third reason as to why I think Hazard will stay at Chelsea and sign a brand new contract. And obviously, like I mentioned earlier in this video, Chelsea are preparing a 300k a week offer to Hazard, and it looks like he will sign. Obviously, he's waiting for Chelsea to be ambitious in the market. We've already signed a world-class midfielder in Jorginho, and we've already got the managerial situation sorted. It looks like we're getting likes of Golovin, Rugani, which I'll mention later in this video. It's looking bright. My message to you guys is don't panic. The situation is under control. Chelsea do know what they're doing, and deep down I really think he'll sign. He does love the club, and like I said, financially doesn't really make too much sense for Real Madrid, especially when Chelsea are asking for a ridiculous fee. I think he will sign that contract, but that's just my personal opinion. Now, the second part of the first transfer story does regard Thibaut Courtois. Now, obviously there's also a lot of transfer speculation and controversy regarding Thibaut Courtois about his future at Chelsea, and basically he did also come out of comments after the Belgian game against England where they won 2-0, and he basically stated, these are his quotes. He said, "Now I'm going to talk to my agent to see what the possibilities are. All options are open for me. I may also stay at Chelsea. I don't think they will keep someone with my qualities on the bench. Maybe staying is possible because I like it in London." Now for me, he's basically indicating that, you know, he's open to anything. He's open to signing a contract with Chelsea. He's also open to leaving for Real Madrid. Now we all know he has a personal problem. He has his family who lives in Real Madrid. At the same time, he does say he loves Chelsea, and maybe he does, you know, we don't know for certain, but obviously he keeps flirting with Real Madrid after every single international break, and it's kind of panicking the fan base, and it's really, you know, going sour with the fan base, and the fan base have lost connection with Thibaut Courtois. But what I found, you know, special about this is that he stated, "I don't think they'll keep some of my qualities on the bench." Now I found that very arrogant. I found that statement very, very arrogant, ignorant, and it's quite disrespectful. It really is. You know, he's correct, but you don't say something like that in an interview. You just don't. You don't want to create transfer speculation. You don't want to say something like that. And I think it's wrong that he said that. He's right. He's completely right. We'd never put him on the bench. But he's acting like he has the power. He's acting like he holds the power. But he has to be humble and realise that Chelsea are the ones who hold the power, not him. He needs to realise that, and that's why I think that statement is very arrogant. And I think that he needs to learn. And I think that, you know, I've seen on Twitter people saying sticking with the under-23s. I think no, because he's too good and you want to make profit out of him. You're not going to make profit out of him. I would say the best solution is, if you're really going to be arrogant, if you don't want to be here, the best solution is cashing on him. Get the money for him and get the job done and get Alisson, because Alisson is the #1 target, is what my source is stating. But also, if he does want to sign a contract, fair play. He's a world-class keeper, top 3 keepers in my opinion in the world, and I'll be happy if he does sign. But those are just comments after the game, and basically my source did state that it's very unlikely that Courtois will stay. He basically stated that there's a high chance that Courtois will leave due to his family problems, and also Chelsea are looking for alternatives now. After this comment, Chelsea had started to, you know, stop talks with Courtois. Sarri does prefer Alisson anyway. Sarri believes that Alisson fits his style of play better, and he wouldn't mind to see Courtois go. Now Sarri will hold talks with Courtois and Chelsea. Since, obviously, like I said, Courtois has had this interview, Chelsea have kind of gone cold on it and realised that he might not stay, and they're looking for other alternatives. They're looking for other contract talks, which is fair enough, completely fair enough. At the end of the day, like I say, he's a world-class keeper. I'd love him to stay, but if he doesn't want to stay, then we have to cash in on him, and Alisson is our #1 target, is what my source is stating. Now, going on to the second transfer story, it does regard Daniel Rugani from Juventus. Now basically, as we know, Juventus have completed the signing of Cristiano Ronaldo from Real Madrid for a fee around £105 million, and obviously they need funds. You know, they play fairly, they play by the rules. Whatever they spend, they have to replenish. Obviously, they're not a massive spending club, but yet they consistently perform at a high level, winning the Serie A multiple times and doing really well in the Champions League. And they want to, you know, make funds, and they realise Rugani is not their first choice centre back. It's Chiellini and Barzagli. And they realise they can get a lot of money for him, which is therefore that's why they're willing to sell Rugani. And obviously there was a stumbling block regarding the situation with Rugani. However, Chelsea have found a breakthrough, is what my sources has told me. He's basically stated that you know, Chelsea have found a breakthrough to sign Daniel Rugani. So basically Chelsea have officially broken the wall of £40 million for Juventus defender Rugani, and the deal should be announced within the week or so. As as my source reported earlier, Chelsea will not go forward with the deal the guy until Morata Sarri talks over cards. So basically, the reason why Rugani wasn't signed before, and the reason why it was kind of delayed, was due to the Sarri situation. But like I mentioned in all my other videos, I said once Sarri is announced, business will flow quicker, and I mean this when I say it. Rugani should be announced in the next few days. Like I said, Chelsea have reached an agreement with Juventus of £40 million, is what my source has actually informed me. And obviously, Rugani will easily accept those contract offers. So that's what my sources stated, and obviously Rugani is a top centre back. He'll definitely fit Sarri ball. Now the reason why I say this, he did work with Sarri at Empoli before Sarri went to Napoli. Yes, he hasn't lit the world when he was at Juventus, and he's not their top centre back. And 40 million does sound a lot, but I reckon Sarri can get the best out of him. That's what Sarri does. He's a fantastic coach, as Dries Mertens has confirmed, and he can get the best out of Rugani and get him to that next level, and I think he really can. I think he will do fantastically, whether it's alongside Rudiger, whether it's alongside Christensen or David Luiz. I think Rugani would be a perfect fit for Chelsea, and I think it would be a great signing. Now, like I said, Chelsea have reached an agreement, and yeah, Rugani deal should be done in the next few days is what I'm hearing. So basically, what other stuff my source has informed me as well is that the agent is just fueling this speculation to get his client signed as fast. So basically, the agent of Rugani did state that the deals could be broken down. However, like I said, he's basically fueling the speculation so he can get more money, he can get a massive payoff. And Rugani's agent himself said he will now move to Chelsea once Sarri's announced. So there you go, sources have confirmed it, and also Rugani agent has also confirmed it. Rugani should be not done next coming days. Rugani will definitely happen. That's what my sources told me. That's what I'm telling you guys. He's very truthful, very reliable source. He got the Jorginho Sarri thing before basically anyone who got it weeks ago, and he's got other things right, so he's very trustworthy. And yeah, so Rugani, like he said, Rugani should be done soon, and Hazard should sign a contract soon. So it's positive news. I don't want you guys panicking. It's great news. You know, we're going to get signings. Hopefully Hazard will stay. And the Courtois situation is, you know, it's not in our hands at the moment. If he does leave, Alisson is our #1 target, like I mentioned earlier in this video. But Chelsea will start contract talks with Courtois once he comes back from his holiday after he's granted 3 weeks, and then we'll have to see what happens. But we'll definitely end up with a really world-class keeper by the end, no matter if he leaves or stays. But yeah, that is a transfer news video for today. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Comment down below. Do you think Hazard will sign a contract, or do you think he'll leave for Real Madrid? Do you think Rugani is a fantastic signing? And what's your opinion on Courtois? Do you think, would you cash in on him? Would you do your best to get him to a new contract? Be on here what you guys are thinking, your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'll see you for my next video. Peace.